Hello, and welcome back to At Left and Right. I am Phantom Corgi Butts.
And I'm also Phantom Corgi Butts.
There's one. And welcome back to part whatever of Seduce Me. I love this game. I've said that a lot.
We are getting into some major juice.
So Damien is on our bed on his knees, being cute, I'm assuming. Probably not.
He was
And
on his knees? I imagine them doing like the crisscross thing, and there's just
Yeah,
like
they said he was on his knees. Anyway, so now we're about to see some shit, and I think it's gonna get emotional, and I'm not prepared.
Within seconds, my vision went black once again. I was unsure of what Damien was doing, but soon shapes and textures slowly began to appear around me. Ooh. I found myself sitting on a stone floor in the middle of what looked like a fantasy throne room.
Where am I?
I looked down at myself to see but ghost.
Whoa!
I jumped up and inspected my hands in the sudden panic. I was see-through. Why? What was going on?
How dare they try to negotiate with me? Do they not know whom they speak to?
I gasped and ran behind a nearby pillar away from the voice. The sound of his anger and words frightened every bone in my body, turning me into a frightened
My
child.
lord, please calm yourself.
My lord!
Calm? They're merely testing my resolve. I have more than half of a mind to send my greatest armies to take what should be mine. They are mere insects in the way of my kingdom's expansion.
Mm-hmm.
They merely asked for a marriage joining.
So I'm to bow to them and share my land that I have so rightfully conquered?
He's good.
Feeling it. I'm really feeling
I'm
it.
the guy on the right. I peeked from behind the pillar to see a large demon covered in royal clothes, but buff enough to be a military commander. His rage practically emanated from his body as he growled at his servant. I'm assuming that's their father. I can tell because he kind of looks like Sam.
They are willing to give their land to you, sire. All they ask is for one of your sons to marry their daughter, whom I might add is as beautiful as can be.
Give a shit.
This is ridiculous. To suggest that I need their approval to take their land is beyond insanity. What makes them think I care about their precious
Is this my
daughter?
dad?
Did I mention that she is a prodigy of her kind, sire?
A prodigy?
Yes, my lord. This succubus is a master of her skills in magic and mind manipulation. She is said to sway armies with a snap of her fingers, despite being as young as she is.
Impossible!
Then why is she marrying him?
If only it were, sire. This succubus is dangerous, but would be a great asset to have should we agree to this arrangement. The only reason she cannot phase you, my lord, is because you are the strongest demon in the plains.
Is this supposed to change my mind?
Yes, my lord.
Yep.
You are doing a terrible job at convincing me.
My apologies, sire.
I was lost. I could tell that they were talking about Diana, but why? I quickly turned my head to see another demon, who looked like a mere child, staring at the demon commander on the throne.
Ah, Raystrow, have you finished your training?
Yes, Father.
James.
Then what do you want?
I want to be with my brothers the best of the day, Father.
The demon commander walked to the young demon and gripped his hair, picking him up off the ground, forcing him to look up at his snore. The young demon, however, looked unfazed.
Arrogance. Why should I allow you to be with them? I should kill you for your lack of respect to me.
Because I want to be with them, Father.
I could only stare at the young demon face his father. Despite the massive difference between them, this young demon seemed weaker and easy to kill versus the demon commander. But would this man kill his son, though? Was this commander that ruthless? However, I wasn't expecting him to laugh and release the young demon.
Good! Assertive even in the face of danger. That is why you are my favorite son.
Is that Sam? I could only stare wide-eyed at the commander place his hand on the demon's shoulder.
Very well. Go. Tomorrow, you will show me your training.
Oh, what it? The little demon grinned wildly before running off.
I have a thought.
Yes, my lord.
How old is this daughter?
As old as your fifth, sire.
Do you believe this proposal is worth it?
No.
Yes, sire.
Tell those insects that they are safe for now. I will consider their offer.
Sire, are you certain?
Did I stutter? Now go!
The demon servant quickly ran off, but as soon as he passed the pillar I was hiding behind, he, along with the commander, vanished into thin air.
What?
What had happened?
I don't think that was audible. I apologize.
I didn't get the time to try to figure out that before a demon who looked around my age walked into the room, reading a book.
Is that?
Raestrow, your nose is stuck in those books. Will you not lift your head up from them once in a while?
Must be
Eric?
James or Eric
Hmm.
reading.
Maybe, yeah.
Huh? That voice.
I circled around the pillar at the seasick demon leaning against another pillar and smirking at Raestrow.
Aren't you supposed to be with your mother practicing the harpsichord?
Yeah, I think that's James.
No.
I am.
But that's
but
Eric,
I
I know
had a
that for sure.
feeling that you were in danger.
In danger? What are you?
Attack!
That's
They're all
Matthew.
just being stupid.
All of a sudden, 3 shadows zipped through the room and slammed into Raestrow, forcing him to fall to the ground and drop his book. As the sight cleared for me, there were 3 other demons in a dog pile with Raestrow at the bottom.
Ah! No way! You haven't had a break in months from those stupid
That was
bugs.
Sam.
It's time for punishment!
Death by brotherhood!
Matthew.
No more reading!
I don't know.
That I don't know.
I told you that you were in danger.
That's Eric, man. I suddenly knew who those demons were.
It's the boy.
Even in the demon world, their brotherly connection was astounding. They were merely younger versions of themselves. One of the demons, who I assumed was Matthew, grabbed the book from the floor and opened it, reading it
How
mockingly.
can you read this, Raestrow? It's all about war strategy. It's boring.
I have to, Zakaru! Get off! There's only one thing you need to know about strategy. Kill them all. Take no prisoners.
You sound just like father.
I couldn't help but giggle. It was cute to see them acting childish with each other. Eventually, James managed to push his brothers off of him and stand, brushing himself off.
You all are reckless. At least we have fun.
It's true. You haven't been with us in weeks. Don't you think it's time for a break?
I'm sure father won't mind.
But I have to.
I know you want to, Raestrow.
Damn it.
What is going on here?
Oh. I know. You
I shot
want
my
to.
head to the voice to see the commander, aged a little, staring at the boys with his arms crossed over his chest. Damien quickly dashed and hid behind Sam, peeking over his shoulder to see the left commander. Wait, where was Damien in this entire
He was-
situation?
He was on the dog pile.
Nothing is going on. We just passed by each other.
Then why does your brother have your book?
I was showing him what I was learning, Father.
Return to your studies, Raestrow. The rest of you out of my sight. Do not disturb your brother again.
I'm intrigued by James.
I am too.
Going through this. Because he's the eldest, right?
hmm
Okay.
Well, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, like
I thought Matthew was the youngest.
You know, I could only stare as James gently took his book and, without looking at his brothers, returned to reading. The commander walked past the remaining brothers, growling at Sam and Damien before leaving the room. What was up with that?
Don't worry about it. We'll find a way to get him back.
I don't know. He's on a very tight leash.
Ezra, you're quiet. What did you hear?
He's going to a negotiation meeting. He's going to arrange a marriage.
A marriage? For who?
It must be for one of us.
He hasn't decided who will marry her. It's a girl from a kingdom he wants to take over.
But that's uncharacteristic of him. Usually he'd just attack with the army.
Whatever the case is, one of us is getting married.
What about Raestrow? He's the eldest.
It would make sense, but having a succubus marrying one of us means that she'll be practically married to all of us.
Really?
Well, what should we do?
Before the conversation could continue, the boys vanished into thin air, fading into different colored mists. They were replaced by an older Damien and Matthew, sitting with each other in the middle of the throne room.
Do you think we should?
Oh god, what's happening?
Let's keep going.
Yeah,
I
oh.
really want to.
What?
I want to as well. Still, it'll be hard to convince Raestrow, since he's the one about to be married, and he's the favorite.
We don't know that, Zakaru. Maybe she's set to marry you.
No way! I don't want to get married.
I
I don't think you'll have a problem with that baby face of yours.
These are weird. I looked over to see Sam join the duo, crossing his arms and raising an eyebrow at his brothers.
What are you two talking about?
We got into contact with the human world again.
Come on, Ezreal. You give humans too much attention.
No way, you gotta listen. They apparently have stores and books and schools and stuff.
So what? It's full of humans who piss on each other for no reason.
True.
No better than the devil's spawn. Nuh-uh, the one we were talking
Your
to
words
wasn't like
ring
that.
true.
How do you know, Zakeru? Because I do.
What is going on here?
They want to go.
James?
He looks really... I know they're all in demon form, but I almost didn't recognize him because of his... He didn't have glasses on him.
The human world?
Racero, think about it. You won't have to marry that girl and be the heir anymore. You could be with us, and we can make lives for ourselves in the new world. Now you're just talking nonsense.
I vote that we do it.
Huh? Oh,
Eric.
I like James.
Think about it. This may be our chance
They're
to
like
finally
sheep.
get away from this political nonsense we're stuck in. We may be nobles, but we're still our own beings.
Rao is in.
What? Azrael! Whoa, so how do we get there? Are you kidding me? You don't even know how we'd get there.
A simple spell should work, but it would require someone from the human world to help us get there.
We can ask him.
Oh, he'd definitely help us.
I'm not so sure about...
Reisra,
Sorry guys, we're all quiet
aren't
because
you
it's
tired
kind of
of pleasing
interesting.
Father all of the time?
I am, but...
If you stay, you'll be married off and become ruler of Father's kingdom. You'll have no time for yourself or with us, and you'll be constantly at war with the other realms for power. You'll most likely turn into the spitting image of Father.
What he's saying is get your head out of your ass and let's go. If you don't say yes, I'll drag your princely ass with us. I don't care what that bastard of a father wants. Come on, Racero.
All right, let's do this. What's the plan?
I couldn't believe what was happening. I was seeing the history of their lives before my eyes. They were nobles, and James was the heir to the kingdom. Yeah, and even more so, he was going to be married to Diana. They sacrificed everything to leave and be together. They'd rather be free than remain in their noble roles. I started to feel a little jealous. They were able to leave while I was still expected to be what my father wanted me to be. How they were able to leave was uncertain still, but I knew I would learn in time. So it seems like we kind of have some similarities with James in the sense we have daddy issues.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, I mean, they all have daddy issues, but James... I
James
guess,
seems to have the worst because he's
yeah,
the
he's
eldest.
the eldest, and I'm assuming we're the only child, so we
Yeah.
have those issues.
We have a sibling we don't know about. I closed my eyes and mentally asked Damien to end the vision. As soon as I asked, the world around me slowly vanished, and I was brought back to the bedroom where I sat with my head nestled in Damien's hand. My vision began to clear, letting me fully see the boys around me, all with
So,
concerned faces.
You now know exactly who we are.
I love your horn. Diana is the girl you're arranged to marry?
Not anymore. Once we left, the arrangement was broken. With no sons to marry off, her dad couldn't go through with the marriage deal.
Couldn't you have decoy sons?
If Diana is here for us, that means she's trying to save her kingdom from being attacked.
That's not true. She wants to rule our kingdom. Having one of us will give her the right to our kingdom, as much as we'd have right over
Hands
hers.
are cramping. All this.
So she's a gold digger.
Well, with a kingdom like ours, what succubus wouldn't want to marry us for it?
It all made sense. She wanted them so that she could finally take over an opposing kingdom. She knew that despite her power, she wouldn't be able to fight against their father, so she had to find another way in.
That manipulative...
Pardon me. Before I can continue, I felt my head suddenly get heavy and dizzy. I gripped my head, kneeling under my breath.
What the...
I took too much. I'm so sorry.
Rest now. There's no need to do anything more
Can
today.
someone stay with me? Because shit happens
I
when
know!
I'm alone in my room.
The boy suddenly rushed over and helped me lay back down as my vision was painted in white polka dots. I needed sleep badly. Instantly I closed my eyes and the darkness consumed me. After what seemed like hours, I finally woke up, slightly refreshed. My body knew that if I slept any longer, I'd be up all night, which was not a part of the plan of the day. I rubbed my eyes and sat up, letting a soft groan escape my lips. In response, something beside my bed shuffled, causing me to look over. I didn't know what I was expecting. Damien!
Damien!
Damien! Beside me, sitting in a chair beside the bed, was Damien, rousing himself up to see me awake. I smiled at him and seeing his slightly ruffled hair, tired eyes.
You're awake. How do you feel?
Damien nodded before he looked down at the bed, taking my hands in
I'm
his.
sorry. This is all my fault.
Damien, it's not your fault.
No.
Sorry.
It is. I was the one who wanted to come to the human world. I convinced the others to come with.
Each of them seem to have
never
their
did
own
that.
story.
I'd never put you in danger like this.
I quickly reached over and put my finger on his lips. Shh, don't speak. Stopping him from going any further. I didn't want to hear anymore.
Damien, it's okay. I wanted to help you out. I offered to let you all stay. Nothing is your fault.
I gently moved my hand and cupped Damien's cheek, staring at him with concern. I didn't want to hold guilt in his mind about the whole ordeal. Diana was desperate, and she'd hunt anyone for him. It wasn't his fault she was desperate enough to hunt them down. One thing bothered me, though. Why did his dad scorn him? Why did Damien want to run away? The others seemed a little obvious, but Damien was a mystery. However, before I could be vocally curious, Damien gently held my hand. Damien frowned and simply held
I'll
me.
show you everything.
You already did!
No, he's gonna show us him.
Oh, Damien let out a small laugh, a hint of depression lingering in the breath he let out. Before he focused his energy into my head, my vision blurred, and I suddenly was back into the demon castle. I expected to see Damien wandering through the halls or with his brothers. However, I found him alone, sitting in the foot of the throne, carefully curled into a ball.
Because his mom's not a noble. No one fucking
Yeah.
likes him. Damien?
I know he wouldn't hear me, but I instinctively called out to him. He looked lonely. Where was
Why
his
are you
brothers?
crying?
Damien picked up his head suddenly as I did.
Grandfather? Hold on. Hold on.
What do you
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it right here.
Uh-huh.
Because...
Yeah, this is gonna get...
We're gonna end this here.
Okay.
Because I already feel myself getting emotional and I need to take a minute.
Okay.
So,
Thank you all for watching.
yeah, I'm sorry to cut this video kind of short.
Like, comment, and subscribe. And we're just gonna end this here because we have to keep moving on.
We gotta keep going. We'll see you guys in the next video.